What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Dustin here. Hopefully you guys have had a fantastic weekend. You guys are ready to rock and roll, get some slips in, hopefully win some money to start this week. It's kind of a new month. Friday we had a slip that went into UFC. I'm pretty sure every single UFC play that we put in on Friday smacked. We had a slip, I think, that had 3 UFC plays on Underdog that ended up going for 2.5x. But yeah, we ended up hitting a $10 better promo 20x slip, with the last play being UFC for Saturday. And our Evan Mobley sweat for dabble just had to hook. Evan Mobley had one like all game, then got one later, and couldn't get a third to finish it off for us. So that kind of sucked, but it is what it is. We keep plugging and chugging and getting in plus EV plays. As always, let's go, Billy Green. As always, going to be using Daily Grind Fantasy to compare sportsbooks lines and odds directly back to PrizePicks, Underdog, and these different DFS apps to get the best possible value. And yeah, it looks like we're going to be starting by locking in a dabble slip. Then we'll go ahead and check PrizePicks, Underdog, AI slip generator, and go from there. But Steph Curry, over 31 points and rebounds. Donovan Mitchell, over 5.5 first quarter points. Halliburton, under 10.5 assists. Halliburton, under 10.5 assists. Probably going to be where we're at, so that way we don't get any negative correlation with Garland under points and assists. And Donovan Mitchell. Might as well. All right, bang. First slip of the day. Here we go. That's not working for me now. That's annoying, isn't it? First dab of the first dab of the day. All right, we got that. We also have a few sweats for tonight. My beloved Boston Celtics versus the New York Knicks. We need Josh Hart over 2.5 first quarter points. Karl Anthony Towns over 13.5 rebounds and assists for the top one. And then for the bottom one, we need Jaylen Brown over first quarter points. OG over first quarter points. Both of these slips could be cooked or looking really good by the end of the first quarter. This one could cash. So we'll see how that ends up panning out. But we could definitely use it. That's for sure. Mobley had an assist stat corrected. Oh, that's brutal. Are you serious? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. To be fair, I didn't watch any of that game, but we're just kind of checking in here and there on the stat sheet. All right, let's check. So it looks like we actually, well, yeah, we should still have a little slip here to get in, maybe on UD. Let's check UD here. Build. Let's build, baby. Let's build. Butler under points and assists. Okay. Butler under 12.5. That's gone. Curry, we did just play. We did kind of just play. We'll see what we can do. Garland, points and rebounds. Under 21.5 points and rebounds. Molodsky, under 2.5 earned runs. Bryce Miller, over 15.5 pitching outs. Hart, we got over 19.5 points and rebounds. Let's see something here. Underdog. Oh, 31.5 points and assists, I think, Curry. Curry, points and assists, actually, a little bit better. Points and assists. Need one more play. Halliburton under points and assists. Is that 30.5? Alright, so we can over 21 points and rebounds. We'll do that. Flex. Bang. Bang. Bong. Boom. Share that in the chat right now. But in 1 second. Gotta move quick with UD for sure, for sure. We all know that. We all know that. All right, so this slip, majority from the AI slip generator, had to come over to the optimizer to find a few plays, or one play at least, where we're able to go ahead and get that full slip in. But that link's in the chat for those of you that want to tail. You guys don't know, the AI slip generator, it uses line comparing technology based off the optimizers and comparing sportsbooks lines across the market, or comparing, DFS app lines across the sportsbook market, and then also uses correlation calculations to find the most correlated plays to get into these slips where you're not going to be receiving a payout shift, and just simply spits out the slips for you to tail. It's that easy. All you do is tail the recommended slips, and yeah, you can see it's worked out pretty well. Right around 2,500 units, been bouncing right back and forth, right around 2,500 units over the last, 5 days, week or so. But if you guys have not yet signed up for Daily Grind Fantasy, you want access, whether you want access to the AI slip generator, or you want access to the fantasy bundle, which includes the all the optimizers here, the middling tool. You guys can get access using code DUSTINSTREAM. DUSTINSTREAM, all one word. I'm putting it in the chat right now. But if you use this code, you'll get 25% off your very first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. Yeah. A little bit earlier of a stream today, but I got a lot to do, so got to get an early start when you got a lot to do during the day. And have no fear, caffeine is here. Confetti birthday cake creamer, man. Tell you what, good stuff right there. It's good stuff. All right, where else are we gonna go? We've also been on a steady climb. I say steady, it's slow and steady, let's say, on Novig. Slow and steady on Novig here. This prop right here, I'm gonna have to hit up support because it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. Oh, I can get my draws out. Nice. Canceled. I don't care about a draw. All right. Oh, but that's annoying up top. Like, this thing has been here since 4:11. This top play. I'm like, dude, get it off. Get it off my screen. I'm gonna have to hit up support and see if they can do something about it because it's so annoying, honestly. Am I a black coffee guy or do I sweeten it? Oh no. A little bit of milk, a little bit of creamer. I can do just creamer if I had to, or just milk, but yeah, I do not drink straight black coffee. These are espresso pods. Like, it's espresso and some almond milk and some creamer. But yeah, we did pretty solid the other day on Novig. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? Do you only play plus EV plays or you do negative EV bets too? I keep trying to get to 10K and can't get past 6 for it. I actually have on the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel a video on what you should be looking for and how you can best set yourself up to win on underdog streaks using the tools that Daily Grind Fantasy do. I'll leave that. I'll paste it in here if you want to check it out later. Obviously, keep watching the stream, but if you want to check that out later, it's here. A lot of good stuff I've put out here. I'm a little biased, sorry. A little biased, but maybe somebody in the chat that's watched the videos, any of them, can attest to it. A lot of good stuff. If you want to learn how to use Epic Fantasy, you guys can check out this video here. Edge boost, anything you think of. How to bet the MLB, NBA betting hacks. My most viewed video is, I think, this one here. You'll never play PrizePicks the same. And then also this one, NBA betting hacks. If you guys are learning how to bet the NBA a little bit more, this is a full tutorial on Daily Grind Fantasy, like everything in depth, step by step. It's the best video you can watch if you're wanting to learn about plus EV betting and the tools at Daily Grind Fantasy. But yeah, better slip, definitely cash. Yeah, we needed that. We needed that. We're back, baby. We're back on better. We're back and we're better. I've watched videos on. Yeah, same thing, right? Same thing. Peyton Pritchard. Guys, we might use a little. We might hop in a little early here. I don't think we have any promos, but we might hop in a little early before these start to move. Pritchard over 10.5 points and rebounds. I know it's only one line. We're going to go with it. Plus, we kind of need that average fair odds percentage to help us out. Garland over assist. Jared Allen points and rebounds. Slightly negatively correlated. Conley steals line with those data points. Maybe not. The Judge. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Guy's been on a tear. We're going to bet on him. He's not going to do a lick. Jaylen Brown. Over 26.5 points and rebounds. I'm actually really excited for this series. I'm a little less optimistic than what... I'm a Celtics fan for those of you. I don't know, but I'm a little less optimistic. Julius Randle over 6.5 rebounds. I'm a little less optimistic than most people on the Celtics series. So we'll see. Share this. It's not that I don't think that we'll win, because I do think that the Celtics will win, but people are thinking that it's just going to be a straight dismantling, and I don't necessarily think that. I think it might go 6. All right, that link's in the chat for those of you that want it. Now, fair warning, I'm jumping on that a little bit earlier. It's technically not fully plus EV at this very second, but based on where we're seeing these lines start to move and where we're at, I like it. I like it. Billy, I know. I think it's a testament to us getting good value, though, right? The tools work. You know that you're getting good value. You know that you are getting in good plays when you are seeing all of your plays get bumped or removed after you get them in, whether it's 2 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour, right? That's how you can tell that you're getting in good value. And if you are consistently seeing those bumps on all of your plays and your slips, that's how you know you are going to be profitable over the long term, right? Beating closing line value is key. If you can do that, then you will be profitable. You are getting an edge on whatever book you are placing that bet on long term. So just know that that's what you're looking for. If you're seeing that, that's good news. I know when you're trying to tail and stuff gets bumped, obviously not the best thing. Ryan Nelson, Matthew Nyes, overshots on goal. The Joker over 27. Let's check these out. Wait, hold on. Forgot I have it up on the PC. Nelson. I didn't even know I could do that right there. Let's go. Who does he even play for nowadays? Ryan Nelson. I'm not. Arizona. I believe he's been in Arizona for a while, right? Is that where he's been his whole career? Maybe somebody else knows. Over 3.5. This minus 115. Yeah, that's what it was. Let's go 50. Who else we got? Who else we say? Joker. Over 27. Let's check this out. Over 27 plus 110. Sure. Sign me up, baby. No. Fliff. Anything on Fliff? the most borderline plus EV play. Not really worth it, to be honest with you. Landon Roop over 2.5 walks. We already got this. Alcantara, 1. Thomas, Luis Ortiz, Mervis, Mikolas. A couple MLB plays here. Landon Roop walks. Notice some plays are green. Some plays in the green are negative EV. Would you still take it or just wait for plus EV? What do you mean some plays in the green are negative EV? I don't know what you mean by that exactly. Landon Roop. Dude, to have a walks line over 2.5. Wait, hold on. This is runs allowed. I almost screwed up. Let's go. 96. Nelson, Sandy. It's only one data point bet online. We'll wait on that one. Alec Thomas. We do have a DraftKings line. Alec Thomas under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. It's gone. No longer available. Luis Ortiz over 4.5 strikeouts. Luis Ortiz over 4.5 strikeouts. Decent amount of liquidity, but we'll take some of this. I really want to see if we can get some more dabble. Dabble morning value for NBA playoffs has been a decent amount. Garland under 25.5 points and assists. What did we already fade Garland on? I know we faded him somewhere on something. Points and rebounds. Isaiah Hartstein. Let's see. What is it? Over 17 points and rebounds. Rebounds, yep. Draymond Green. My favorite. Kel Bridges. Actually like this line. Need one more decent player. I want to fade Garland multiple times. Actually, this is actually a pretty solid line. God dang it. I don't want to regret this. I don't want to regret overexposing a little bit to Garland here. I think it's going to be something we have to do, though. I think it's going to be something we have to do. Garland or Green, but the Garland line is just that much better. All right, well, slight overexposure. A little slight overexposure to Garland. If we have him in like a 5-leg parlay, that's fine then. There you go. I think 10 people already tailed that. Let's go. All right, 38. Let's see. Is there any other optimizers anybody wants to see anything on? Like, do you guys want to check out? Maybe we check out the nice shots on goal. Check out the ParlayPlay. No, nothing really. What's the other one? Oh, DraftKings pick 6. Nothing really. Epic It's got a little bit of value here, huh? A little bit of value for Monday. Get your slips in, get your slips off. UD Streak Starter. I just don't think we have enough value yet. We don't have anything really good enough to do that with at the moment. We'll check the middling tool. Yeah, one sec. All right. Let's go back here. Let's go middling. So honestly, the way I use it, the way I use the middling tool is if I want to find value on an app, I don't like having it here to the left. I find it easier if I click on a different one, right? If I click on UD and then it throws up a box like where you know it's off from the rest. So like the rest of the market, Mickey, I think it is. 14 on Underdog, 14 on ParlayPlay, I believe that is, and then 14.5 on PrizePicks. Slight value on the under there on PrizePicks. Not too much different here on PrizePicks. PrizePicks 34.5. Market's kind of all over the place. 34.5, 35.5 there. 1-to-1 comparison there, so not too much. 17.5, kind of all over. Not too much value on the milling tool as for PrizePicks per se, but I mean, if you look at some of these plays on Epic, 11.5 Jamal Murray under, obviously 11.5. He's sitting at 10.5 on every other book. 12.5 rebounds assists for Hartstein the under. Halliburton over 13.5 rebounds and assists. Every other book's 14.5. You get what I'm saying here. So there is some value that you could find on the middling tool for sure. Let's set this back to our, what were we on? Profit X. For those of you that don't know, usually the odds I set for like Profit X, Novig, Fliff, kind of these sportsbook like apps are usually -150 to +110, and that's because I want to miss out on as much variance as I can on those apps, as I take on a lot of risk and a lot of variance when I'm playing on Underdog, PrizePicks, Dabble, Better in 5 and 6 man parlays. So I like to use these apps to kind of, help me be a little less risk adverse and dodge a little bit of variance, right? Whether, obviously, we love positive variance, right? But if we're experiencing some negative variance, that sucks on those other apps. This kind of keeps me slightly profiting / staying even and, recouping some losses if it's on those 5 and 6 like parlays, whatever it might be. I don't want to take on too much risk on these apps, and they've just been a little weird. There's a lot of people that are struggling on these apps, no matter if they're using tools or betting on them, as a casual sports bettor. So I'm trying to figure it out. We dodge high liquidity. We also, kind of keep our odds on plays that are more favorable to happen, right? So that's kind of what we strive to do. Nothing really on Fliff, Brian. Like, if you really wanted to place a play on Fliff, like, this is the slightest bit plus EV, but if any of these lines move one way or the other, this is going to become technically negative EV, and not a plus EV play, so I wouldn't really touch it. Typically, I was playing anything on Fliff back in the day as long as it was just barely plus EV, because almost everything was going to end up plus EV, because Fliff was so stale and behind the rest of the market moving. But nowadays, it's like, it's not worth playing it right here. We can look at Rebet. We can kind of look at Rebet. Our issue with Rebet is a lot of times the data points that we have aren't very great. Oh, actually, this isn't too shabby. Hold up, let me pull up Rebet. Play this as just a solo play here. Actually, we can maybe make a little parlay. Hang on. Possibly. Let's go. Celtics Knicks over 102.5 first half. Over 102 second half points. Sorry. Second half over 102.5 minus 109. We do that, and then we could take the White Sox over 2.5 team total. I don't like these tennis plays because they are very close to Pinnacle, and Pinnacle is going to be the sharpest. The sharpest of these books in these, especially tennis. But in any type of money line, spread, action type plays, what am I doing? Runs maybe over 132. Yeah. Play pick. Parlay. Let's ride. Over 102 second half for the Celtics, Knicks, and then over 2.5 total for the Chicago White Sox. Let's go, baby. Good call, Brian. Good call. We'll check Prop City too. Check Prop City, but that is what I just got in for regular Rebet. A little 2-man parlay. Let's check Rebet Prop City once again. See what we have here. Like I said, data points is usually my biggest issue with this. Tyler Callahan. Pinnacle. I mean, I don't hate it. Even with Pinnacle at minus 113. Like, I'll take even Chinzo over assists. I'm not too shabby either. Like, I might take a swing at this and even Chinzo. Let me see. Let me give it a quick refresh. Screw it. We'll take one more swing at it. We've given Rebet a little bit of a break. Let's go assist. We're gonna go T-Wolves, Warriors, Dante over 3.5, and then I forgot. You gotta do this a little different these days. Dante DiVincenzo add up in the top right for those of you that don't know. Then we're gonna go to MLB. We're gonna go to total bases from hits. I love how they let people actually know that. Reds, Braves. Callahan over minus 113. Bang. Plus 242. Add parlay to bet slip. Shaw. Bang. All right. It's another one. You guys should be able to rebet that on my profile. But that's what we got. Missed the old streams. Yeah. They're doing all right. Alex. Fun times, though. There's some fun times there. Let's see. Anything new popping up here? So nothing new there. We'll kind of cycle back through. May end up tweeting out a slip with one of the better promos. Don't know just yet, obviously. But if not, we'll use both promos on the afternoon live stream. Is there any promos on Sleeper right now? I know they've been having some CS2 plays. So no, they don't. Sports by Dustin, Adrian, Sports by Dustin. All you guys, all my usernames everywhere, anywhere, it's Sports by Dustin. You guys want to follow me on TikTok, you want to follow me on, I have my own YouTube channel, Sports by Dustin as well. Upload some stuff too. Check it out. Let me see. Where was I at? I want to put this back to Profit X. We're gonna kind of go back through. Actually, real quick before we do that, let's maybe check some plays off Odds Jam. Damn. Somebody's got this messed up. Huh. Well, if you guys have access to major sports books and you want to get in plus EV plays outside of just DFS apps, which is what we focus on here on Daily Grind Fantasy, you guys can sign up for OddsJam using code DUSTIN35. You'll get a 1-week free trial for the plan you want, and then you'll also get 35% off your very first month if you want to continue on that subscription. Right here, if you have access to DraftKings, Mike Conley over 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists is a fine play. Minus 105, which is off from the rest of the market with average odds of minus 126. If somehow you have access to PickleBet, you can get it at minus 104. That could be fine as well. But if you have access to a major book like DraftKings, it's a fine bet there at minus 105. Conley over 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Great play there. Let's see some more plays. Christian Braun. I always say Braun. It pisses me off that he doesn't pronounce it Braun and it's pronounced Brown. Like, why did we spell it like that? Under 17.5 points and rebounds, plus 100s on DraftKings. And you can see no other book giving you any type of plus money. I know it's plus 100, basically even, but you get what I'm saying. That's on DraftKings. Let's see. Anything else? Hard Rock here. Hard Rock. Rock hard. Over 16.5 points. Kristaps Porzingis, minus 125 on Hard Rock bet. Yeah. Once again, average odds of close to minus 150, minus 146 across the market. There you go. If you have access to Hard Rock. Tatum under 14.5 rebounds and assists on Hard Rock as well, plus 105. You get the point. Tons of plus EV bets popping up all over OddsJam. And then, of course, they have arbitrage bets. If you guys don't know what arbitrage betting is, it's where two sports books are so far off, you can actually bet the over and the under on a specific play on two separate sports books and come out risk-free. For instance, Tobias Myers over 4.5, plus 140 on Hard Rock. Play that for $160. Tobias Myers under 4.5 at minus 112 on Prop City for $200. You can get 18 to $24 in risk-free profit just like that by placing both of those bets. You could find 10 of these a night. Make $100, $200 a night, or even more. Guys are making $600, $700 a night risk-free. Just literally arbitrage betting and ending up tens and thousands of dollars every single month arbitrage betting. It's insane, but it's a real thing. You can actually do it. Yeah, so if you guys want to check that out, remember, use code DUSTIN35 on OddsJam. But the code over here on Daily Grind Fantasy for anybody that is trying to place plus EV bets on DFS apps, Dustin Stream, all one word. Hopefully you guys are taking advantage of that if you are signing up. That'll get you 25% off your first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. Miles Mikolas over 17.5. Okay, hang on. Got a couple plays here before we end things. Miles Mikolas over 17.5 plus money. Every other book slightly favoring it / right around the even line. What else? We got Tatis. A little 0 for 4 day. Wouldn't be too shabby from you. We could use it. Under runs. Minus 115. There's a few bucks there. I'll take just a few. Leave the rest of it for you guys. But that's really all she wrote for the morning live stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys, we win some money. We cash out some slips. We got a few dabble slips. We didn't get a PrizePicks slip. There really wasn't any value on PrizePicks. We got an Underdog slip off. Couple straight bets. Couple rebet parlays. What else we get? We got off one better slip. A little bit of early better slip. But that's going to be it. I love you guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys are following wherever you're watching this live stream, live on both Twitch at Sports by Dustin on Twitch, and then live on the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel. Make sure you guys do that. And if you guys want to check out some of the videos I've dropped on the YouTube channel, talking about plus EV betting, talking about the tools, talking about some betting strategies in specific sports or on apps, you guys can check those out Love you guys. Thank you guys all for the support. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well, Sports by Dustin. Turn on notifications over there on Twitter. You'll get notifications every time I go live, post a slip, drop a video, whatever it might be. Love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's cash.